So today we are here with the content creation crew who are helping me to make content for the online course for the Upcycledclothcollective. And I am super excited about speaking to Fish about his contribution to this project. So Fish, if you could introduce yourself to the people who are watching and just tell us a little bit more about yourself and where you started working with film and camera.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Fish, or short for Fishcat Zombie, and I'm one of the founders for Visual Jutsu, and we're a media crew, so we do anything like creative in terms of like design and video. So I started out filming while I was actually learning how to film, so I was at AFTER like studying filmmaking, and then my friends who were older than me and a lot further in like their film journeys would like take me to sets. So I started out in like advertising, and then slowly got into short films and music videos, and then doing like shooting courses and conferences, and yeah, now I've shot like everything.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever shot?
What is the weirdest thing I've ever shot? I think, we did like a biology shoot where we got to shoot a whole bunch of weird fish and things. So we got to see like axolotls and like all kinds of weird creatures. I think that was super weird. And then I also did like it was like a bridal shower. But I think it was just like everyone was a bit wild. Everything was a bit crazy. So that ended up being a day of just like running around with like people in lingerie and stuff around like in public, which was crazy. I think.
That does sound pretty weird.
Yeah, I think those are like my weirdest shoots. Yeah.
That's so interesting. And what do you find most fun about the medium?
I think the people. I think it has to be the people. Because we're making videos and it's not something that you do the same every day, you get to meet new people every day and work with new people all the time. And I just love that process. I love going from not knowing someone to knowing them really well. And in that process we get to create art at the same time, which is just a beautiful way to get to know people and make friends. So yeah, I think the people is my favorite part.
So do you keep a lot of your people from your work and take them with you? I love that.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a workaholic, so I think that a lot of the people I'm close to are also people that I work with, and that's who I spend most of my time with. And then we're also kind of picky with like the clients that we keep and the people that we work with. So yeah, once we commit to like shooting and working with people, like those are my people. So yeah.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you. It's good news for our project.
Yeah.
So we're busy creating content that's going to be both an online learning course and it's going to be content that we're going to roll out into social networks. Are you finding that content creation for you is changing? The more businesses that are using moving across to social.
Yeah, I think it has changed a lot. I think I entered like the game just before social media sort of started becoming like really popular.
Yes.
So when I first started, there wasn't as much use of social media, and there wasn't as much of an openness to creatives using social media to help businesses like grow and create and learn.
Yes.
So I think the biggest change has just been seeing more people actually see the value in our craft and the value in like the medium of making videos and making art, and seeing that can be used to grow in any way you want to grow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about like the TikTok movement where anybody can just make a video? Does that ever threaten you? Do you ever feel as though you're not going to have a job because of that?
I think at first I was a bit stressed when you start seeing like everyone on Instagram now has a camera and like phones are now shooting amazingly. So I think at first I was a bit threatened, but not anymore.
Okay.
I think now it's just exciting because more people understand like what we do.
Okay.
And as much as like shooting TikToks and shooting by yourself and shooting phones is fun and you can create some really cool stuff, I think that everyone being able to like tap into that space has also given more of appreciation for what we do and what level we operate at.
Yes.
So if anything, I think more people accessing it just brings a better understanding of like how hard it is.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and like what we bring to the table.
Yes.
So if anything, I think it's actually exciting that more people are getting into it and understanding it a lot more. Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite kind of content to create?
Oh, that's hard. I like using a camera, so it's really hard to pin down. I think movies.
Okay.
Movies are my favorite, like movies and documentaries. So anything that's long form, where we get to spend weeks, if not months, on like one thing and really tweak every little frame and make sure everything's perfect. But to be honest, as long as I'm telling a story, I'm having a good time.
I love that. I love that. And I think video producers and community managers have that in common. That we love the people and the stories. So it's not surprising that you and I get along and are gelling in this project. So what are your future plans? Where do you see your career ending up going? Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time?
So I wanna grow Visual Jutsu and create just a community of creatives that can create at a really high level and help people. And I want to make projects with social impact. I think that if I could keep creating projects like this one, which it filters into more and it helps more people like get into whatever they want to do and help them achieve their goals.
Yes.
Anything like that, I think, is where my future is going to be.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm really passionate about teaching and learning, and I think that with Visual Jutsu, now that I'm sort of a leader in the company, it gives me an opportunity to help young creatives become strong.
Yes.
And like work on stuff that they're passionate about and help them do that right.
Yes.
So if I can just keep doing that, I think that I'll be pretty happy in 10 years.
Well, I've met one of the young creatives who works with you, and he speaks really highly of you. So if that's anything to go by, you're definitely succeeding in those goals.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for applying your talent, your intention and your brilliance to our project, and I look forward to seeing what it produces.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate the opportunity, and I think that, everyone's really excited to help you achieve anything you want to achieve. This project's really dope.
It's so cool. Thank you.
Awesome. Cut.
Cut.